Hello everyone, welcome to English with Gamze in every city. Today, we start our journey in Barcelona. This is one of the most exciting and colorful cities in Europe, and I want to take you there step by step. When you first arrive in Barcelona, you feel the warm sun. The sky is blue and the air feels soft. People walk in the streets with smiles. There is a mix of tourists and locals, and everyone looks busy, but also relaxed. This is the first thing you notice. Life here has energy, but it is also calm at the same time. Let's begin our walk at the most famous street in the city, La Rambla. La Rambla is long and always full of people. You see families, friends, couples, and many tourists. On both sides, there are shops, small cafes, and flower stands. The air smells sweet because of the flowers. Street performers are everywhere. One person plays guitar, another dances flamenco, and someone else paints faces. It feels like a big street party every day. As we walk, we hear many different languages. Some people speak Spanish, others speak Catalan, and of course, many tourists speak English, French, or German. Barcelona is truly international. But no matter where you are from, you feel welcome here. Now let's turn into a small street. Suddenly, the noise becomes softer. We enter the Gothic Quarter, or in Spanish, Barri Gothic. This part of the city is old and mysterious. The streets are narrow, sometimes only enough for one person to walk. When you look up, you see balconies with plants and flowers. You also see laundry hanging between buildings. Life feels simple, but very charming. In the Gothic Quarter, there are many little squares. Each square has a small fountain or a statue. People sit on benches, talk, drink coffee, or read books. Children play with a ball, and old men play chess. Time feels slower here. You can just sit in a cafe, order a café con leche, and watch people for hours. As we continue walking, we pass small shops. Some sell handmade jewelry, some sell books, and some sell souvenirs. In the windows, you see colorful postcards of Barcelona. You also see football shirts of FC Barcelona with names like Messi or Xavi. Even in the Gothic Quarter, football is never far away. When we leave the Gothic Quarter, we hear music again. A man is playing violin on the street. The sound echoes between the stone walls. It feels magical, like a movie scene. Now let's imagine we walk a little more. We arrive at a big square called Plaça de Catalunya. This is the center of the city. From here, you can go to La Rambla, to Passeig de Gràcia, or to many other parts of Barcelona. People meet here before going somewhere else. You can see pigeons flying around, tourists taking photos, and locals hurrying to catch a bus. It is busy, but also beautiful. From the square, you can already feel that Barcelona is a city of contrasts. On one side, you have old buildings with history. On the other side, you see modern shops and tall glass windows. Old and new live together here. At this moment, you start to understand the spirit of Barcelona. It is a mix of people, languages, art, history, and modern life. This is what makes it so special. And now, before we end our first walk, let's stop in a small cafe. Imagine sitting outside, under the sun. You order a fresh orange juice or maybe a coffee. Around you, people are talking, laughing, or just enjoying the day. You take a sip and smile, because in Barcelona, life feels easy. Let's start with something very famous in Barcelona, Gaudí. Antoni Gaudí was a genius architect. His work is everywhere in the city. When you see a strange, colorful, or dreamlike building, it is probably by Gaudí. His style is very special. He used nature as his inspiration. So his buildings often look like trees, caves, or animals. The most famous one is La Sagrada Família. When you arrive there, you cannot believe your eyes. The church is so big and so detailed. The towers are high, and the walls are full of small designs. Every side of the church tells a different story. The construction started more than 100 years ago, and it is still not finished. But maybe this is part of the magic. When you stand there, you feel small, but also amazed. Next, let's walk to Park Güell. This park is also designed by Gaudí. It is not a normal park. It is like a fairy tale. There are colorful mosaics everywhere. The benches, the walls, even the stairs are decorated with small pieces of ceramic. One of the most famous spots is the long bench with a wave shape. From there, you can sit, relax, and see the whole city. Children run, tourists take photos, and families enjoy the sun. It is a happy place. Another Gaudí masterpiece is Casa Batlló. This house is on Passeig de Gràcia, one of the most elegant streets in Barcelona. Casa Batlló looks alive. The windows are round, the balconies look like masks, and the roof looks like the back of a dragon. At night, the lights make the house shine in blue and green colors. It feels like the house is breathing. Now, after seeing so much art, maybe we feel a bit hungry. In Barcelona, food is not only food, it is culture, it is life. One of the most popular things is tapas. Tapas are small plates of food. They are perfect for sharing with friends. For example, you can eat patatas bravas, which are fried potatoes with spicy sauce. Or you can try tortilla, a Spanish omelet with potatoes. There are also croquettes, small fried balls with cheese or ham inside. Eating tapas is not only about eating, it is about talking, laughing, and spending time together. And of course, we cannot forget paella. Paella is a big rice dish. Sometimes it has seafood, sometimes chicken, sometimes vegetables. It comes in a big pan, and everyone eats from the same pan. It is full of flavor and color. When you eat paella in Barcelona, you really feel like you are in Spain. If you want something fresh, go to La Boqueria Market. This market is close to La Rambla. Inside, you see hundreds of stands with fruits, vegetables, sweets, and meat. The colors are so bright. Red strawberries, yellow bananas, green peppers, and fresh orange juice. You can walk, taste something, and enjoy the smells. It is a paradise for food lovers. Another special part of life here is the rhythm. People do not hurry too much. Shops often close in the afternoon for a short rest, called siesta. Dinner is usually very late, sometimes at 9 or 10 at night. People spend long hours with family and friends. Life is not about rushing. It is about enjoying the moment. Let's continue with something very important here, football. In Barcelona, football is not just a sport. It is love. It is identity. It is passion. The famous team is FC Barcelona, or simply Barca. When you walk in the streets, you see children wearing Barca shirts. You see flags on balconies. You see souvenirs with the team's logo in almost every shop. Football is everywhere. The stadium is called Camp Nou. It is one of the biggest stadiums in the world. When there is a match, the whole city feels it. Thousands of fans go to the stadium, and many others watch the game in bars or at home. The atmosphere is powerful. Fans sing together, they wave flags, and they cheer for their players. The energy is incredible. For many people in Barcelona, Barca is more than a team. It represents their city, their culture, and even their history. That is why matches are so emotional. When the team wins, the city celebrates with music, dancing, and fireworks. When the team loses, people feel sad, but they still love their club. Now, let's leave the stadium and move to another side of Barcelona, Montjuïc Hill. Montjuïc is a special place. It is a green hill near the city. From the top, you can see the whole city and the sea. There is also a castle, gardens, museums, and even an Olympic stadium from 1992. Walking here feels relaxing. You hear birds, you see flowers, and you enjoy fresh air. It is a quiet escape from the busy streets. Let's begin with the magic fountain of Montjuïc. At night, the fountain comes alive. Water dances in the air, lights change colors, and music plays. Many people gather here to watch the show. Families, couples, tourists, and locals all stand together and enjoy. It is simple, but also magical. Sometimes the best thing is to walk near the beach at night. The sound of the waves is calm, the moon shines on the water, and the city lights glow in the distance. You feel peaceful and happy. What makes Barcelona nights so special is the combination. You can choose quiet or loud, relaxed or energetic. The city has everything. And now, my friends, our journey in Barcelona comes to an end. What do we remember? We remember the busy La Rambla, the historic Gothic Quarter, and the genius of Gaudí. We remember delicious tapas, sweet paella, and colorful markets. We remember the beach, the sea, and the friendly lifestyle. And of course, we remember football, Montjuïc, and the amazing nights. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you felt the atmosphere, the colors, and the energy of Barcelona with me. I can't wait to take you to another city next time. Until then, keep learning, keep dreaming, and never stop exploring. And don't subscribe my channel. Goodbye, my friends, and see you in the next adventure.